Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Happy Monday. Let's start this week off right, and to do so, I have another Megaman CCG or TCG card game deck, and this time it's going to be my buddy Sharkman. So, again, real quick, game didn't last too long. It was about 3 sets, a little handful of promos. The breakdown of the card, strength of the card, defense of the card, the blast rating of the card, that's how many power you flip over in order to figure out which blast destiny you're going to pick to add to your strength for the turn. And of course, the netnavi symbol. So again, Sharkman, Sharktooth, it's very cool. Very well balanced, all twos. So let's get into this. This isn't our first Megaman TCG deck anymore. We've seen a handful of these. So this is actually going to be blue and green, and none of the events that we play are going to be green. So first thing we're going to run is 3 copies of Canceled. Again, Blast Destiny 5. You need 1 blue resource in order to play. Power bar doesn't matter. Discard a card to cancel a battle chip. So again, Canceled cancels. It's basically blue control. I feel like it's like that in every game that has colored cards. Blue is always control. It was control in Dragon Ball Z as a calming style. Blue is a control style in Magic the Gathering. Duel Masters, Kaijudo, and here in Mega Man. So it's cool. 2 copies, Fast and Powerful. Blast Destiny 4, 1 blue, no power. Reduce the netnavi's blast down to 1. And this is good. And the reason for this is, again, they will flip less of their power row in order to get less chances of getting a high Blast Destiny number. Additionally, there are a couple of netnavis that only have a blast of 1. What this will do is take away their ability to do that turn, so they will not be blasting to boost. So not bad, not bad. 3 copies, Loud and Clear. Same deal pretty much. 5 on the Blast Destiny, 1 blue, no power. Opponent discards down to 3 cards. So again, we are going to go ahead and limit their hand real quick, and it's perfect. I mean, it is what it is. And then for some reason, I have a foil and a non-foil. I think it's just because 1 I pulled out of a pack and 1 came with a structure deck that I had. So I got 2 copies of Out of Water. This is a Blast Destiny 4, 2 power, and needs Sharkman. So again, no non-Sharkman deck is going to play this. And it says play any number of resources. Again, I think you're limited to playing 1 resource a turn, as well as the 1 battle chip. It's been a minute since we played. But it's a good card, and again, really lets us get into what we want to do. Now, moving into the battle chips, we get some fun stuff. We're going to run 2 copies Geyser, Destiny 5, Power 3, 2 Sharkman and a blue. Return any number of your resources to hand. Make Sharkman strength +3 per. So again, pretty cool. 3 copies of Cyber Sword, Destiny 4, no power bar, blue resource. Make your opponent take a random card from their discard pile into the hand. Give your netnavi +4 strength. So not bad. 3 copies of Guard 1. This is going to be Destiny 3, sorry. No power, no resource row necessary. Discard a blue card to make Navi defense +3. Then we're actually going to use 2 copies of Guard 2. This one is the Blast Destiny 4. Requires 3 power, discard a blue to make the Navi defense +4. So again, it does get better as it goes up. 3 copies of High Cannon, also Destiny 4, power 3. Burn 1 power, to make your netnavi strength +1 for each resource in play. Now, it does not say each of your own resources. This will include the opponent's resource cards. Keep that in mind. Next up, 2 copies of Mega Energy Bomb. This is going to be power 4, blast 4, lose 1 energy to make your netnavi strength +2 per blue resource that you have in play. So again, like I said, if it mentions resources generically, it'll be both sides. This one mentions just your own. So again, keep that in mind. It's good stuff. Last one, we're going to use 3 copies of Recover 10. It is a Destiny 4, no other requirements. Make your opponent take 2 random cards from their discard pile into their hand to give your netnavi +2 defense. So again, you consider those plus the ability to limit the opponent's hand size earlier and we're not really doing them favors. Going into our resources, we are going to play 3 copies of Big Trouble, Destiny 1, Power 2, Mega netnavi Blast -1 until the end of the turn. Again, you pack this in with the event. Now we're taking away cards that have a blast of 2 and making them blast 0 for a turn. Next up, Connection Interrupted. Destiny 2, Power 3. Spend, burn a power, and name a color. For each resource the opponent has in play of that color, they have to discard a card. So again, if they're playing monocolor deck, well, that's going to turn out terrible for them. So it is another version of Control. Next up, 2 copies, Difference in Power. Blast 1, Power 2. Spend, make a netnavi Blast +1 until the end of the next turn. Again, what we can do is we can actually price our opponent out of a blast. If they only have 2 in the power bar, we could do this. Now they would need to blast 3. They can't. So we can go ahead and stop them that way as well. Or we can add an additional one to ours and get the extra shot at getting one of those tasty 5s in our Destiny. 3 copies, Dogged Determination. Destiny 1, no other requirements. Discard a blue card to cancel a battle chip. Again, we're all about canceling things here. Next up, 3 copies, Eliminate. Destiny 2, Power 3. Return this resource or resource in play to its owner's hand when you spend it. So again, we can go ahead and bounce stuff, make it so our opponent doesn't get to use it yet, or we can just go ahead and make room. 3 copies, Great Surprise. Destiny 2, Blast Destiny 2. No other requirements. Spend, discard a card to make the opponent discard a card. And again, this could be apt. That could be like the last card that they had. We can go ahead and control them that way. Next, 3 Headstrong netnavi. Blast Destiny 1, Power 3. Spend, discard 2 cards to reduce a netnavi's strength to 0. Now, I don't know, but once you let your opponent play through a bunch of cards and you pop this resource, this could be like a giant, what was that game? Sorry? Where you say sorry, but you're not sorry. So this is a very good control aspect card for you. Next up, 2 copies, Peace. Blast 2, Power 2. Spend, lose 2 energy to make a netnavi Blast +2 until the end of the turn, or until the end of next turn. So again, we can price our opponents out of being able to do theirs or raise our own. 3 copies of Requital. This is a Sharkman card, so again, you will need Sharkman in play. It's going to be Blast Destiny 1, Power 3. Spend, if you played a battle chip this turn, place 2 cards from your hand into the power gauge. So again, if you did Blast earlier, this could be a great way to go ahead and put all of that back. Next one up, 3 copies of Surprise Transfer, Destiny 4, Power 2. Spend this resource, lose 2 energy to place a card from the hand into the power gauge. This is because you want to do the blast, and you're trying to guarantee a number, my friends. So this is good. And then the last card we're going to use, and again, I think I got some of these out of the structure deck, which is why a couple of them are foil. We're going to use 4 copies, Surprisingly Sharp. Now, this is going to be like one of the few green cards that we were playing. Again, Blast Destiny 1, Power 2. You will need Sharkman. Spend, if you played a battle chip this turn, draw 2 cards. And again, this is basically a free draw 2 for our boy Sharkman. So this is very cool. And this was pretty much mono blue. That was my only green card. And I thought I was maybe making it up for a second. I went with the blue style here, except for that last one, because obviously draw 2 is always good. But I went with this because I felt like in order for Sharkman to like really pop, because what we did was we played a progressive mini meta. And what that is to say is we started with the original set. We started with a structure deck each. We went ahead and we bought some stuff. And I'll probably reference this again later because I'm thinking about making just like another generic content video. But what we did was we found a dead game, we bought in boxes and we got the structure deck displays. So everything was still sealed. And everybody got one of each of the structures, and everybody got like half of a box of each of the sets. So there were 3 sets. And what we did was we started with a structure deck, we started playing, and then from there we started opening boosters every week, every other week. We would play in multiple sessions, and we would eventually just play through the entire thing. Afterward, yes, some of us bought extras because we could, and it was fine. Um, and it just is what it is. And we played a nice little progressive meta. It was very fun. A lot of good memories. I hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I did showing it to you, and obviously as much as I did when it was around and we were playing this game. I've got plenty of stuff planned for you guys this week. I do have one deck I kind of wanted to hype, and I kind of want to hype playing Dark Paladin with the premature material. So if that sounds fun for you guys, let me know. But it's more or less going to be a Dark Magician build. I plan on playing that closer to the weekend. I want to give you guys something to look forward to. I got a couple of really fun little tech builds coming up. I just want you guys to enjoy this week, and hopefully we started it off right. Guys, do the things, don't do the things, support the channel, and go have a lovely day, all right? I'll see you guys again next time. Later.